JoMarie Payton,
Okay.
obviously you're one of the stars of the Proud Family. The show is coming back louder and prouder. You can see new episodes Wednesdays on Disney Plus. You also know her as Harriet Winslow, Fun Family Matters, which was set right here in Chicago. What an honor it is to be able to chat with you. Thank you for taking a few minutes today.
Thank you, sweetheart. My pleasure.
Sugar Mama, she is back. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to see in the Proud Family louder and prouder this time around.
Well, Penny is moved on. Well, she hasn't moved on. She has new career interests. She's popped up. And of course, Oscar is still inventing and creating stuff, thinking that he still is going to be a billionaire one day. And then, of course, Penny's at a crossroads, her and her friends, growing into this new age and of development in every area. But she still has her friends. Bobby is still cutting up and being Bobby. He's changed a little bit and everything. Sugar Mama is still hold down to earth, tell the truth, tell it like it is self with her precious puffs. But we have some updated situations that we're dealing with the way that only the Proud Family can do.
Let's talk a little bit about the character of a grandma, because obviously, people have their friends or their parents that they can go to, but there's something special about the grandmas in your lives. Talk a little bit about having that and maybe some of the messages you get from young kids, especially, that's their main person, whether they need to bounce advice off of or the person that they really listen to.
Right. Well, the grandma and my being one and my being having a granddaughter that's almost 14 years old, the same as Penny, it's like life imitating art for me, But being a grandma, you have a different kind of love that you express not only to your children, but children, anybody's children, because that you've learned to adapt to whatever age they are, your grandchildren. And you treat them special and you give them leeway on different things because, life ain't as serious as we think it is. If you got through it and you live to be a grandma, you know that some of that stuff that we think is outrageous, dangerous and all that, it's not. It's just part of being life.
It's just part of life. I want to talk about, the Proud Family louder and prouder. And then of course, Family Matters as well too, because I've heard this described as appointment television, that people put time into their schedule to say, this is the time that this show is airing. This is what we're going to watch as a family. This is what I'm going to watch with my kids. What's it like growing up, especially with that kind of honor that people carve time out of their schedules because they want to see another family, either that reflects themselves or that they can all enjoy together as a family?
Something, you just made my heart beat so sweet and so soft when you said that, because family is important to me personally as JoMarie Payton. And I came from a large family of 9, 6 brothers and 2 sisters, and we're still very, very close right now. So that family element is always there. So when people tell me that they rushed home on Friday nights or that they come home on Wednesday nights or in the streaming thing, that they can see it whenever they want to, that's a special thing because it makes me know that people think that family unity is still so important. It's important that your mom or your dad, your grandma, your aunt or whatever, it doesn't matter who your family is, whether they were adopted, whether they're accepted, whoever your family is, whoever has your back and has your heart in mind, that's your family. And for people to come together like that, to want to watch our show, to feel that family element is so special. I'm so glad you said that because it is important. Not only is family important, but to watch our show and to see that Penny still has friends. Your friends are important too. Sometimes your friends are more important to you than your family.
Yeah, you're going to make me tear up as well too, because as I get older, you think about those moments when you're younger. And I grew up on a street with a lot of kids, and everybody was outside playing on Friday. It's Friday after school. But once 7 o'clock hit, yes, the streets were empty because everybody either went to one of their friends' house or went into their families to watch Full House and then Family Matters. I mean, that was a Friday night. Don't disrupt our Friday nights. That's our Friday night right there.
And everybody knew where everybody was. You knew where your children were. You knew where your parents were. You could go out the door and just yell. I used to yell sometimes, Tommy Lee, Tina Bell, and Stacy. You could hear them. If they didn't hear you, then one of the neighbors heard. They repeated it. It was like a call. That element. And I think people gravitate to it because in our busy lives now, with all the kids everywhere doing all kinds of soccer and ball and dance and all this stuff, to be able to sit down and just watch a family and just laugh and have fun and go to bed knowing that you have somebody that loves you and that cares about you and cares that you have a roof over your head and food in your mouth, that's a special feeling.
Final question I do want to ask you. You're not from Chicago, but you got a big break on Perfect Strangers, which was set in Chicago. And then Harriet Winslow got her own spin-off show, Family Matters, in Chicago. Did you come here very often after that point, to come visit or hang out? And what does our city, mean to you, especially having two iconic shows, set here?
Listen, I did your Bud Billiken parade about 3 times. I came there. I went to the hood, my home, and ate some of that good old food and stuff. I love Chicago. I visited all over Chicago. I went to where the old Family Matters house was, the original house that you guys had there. And I love Chicago, and I'm so glad that Chicago loved us too.
Yeah, you are amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. New episodes of The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. Catch them Wednesdays on Disney+.
Thank you so much, Rudy. Have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you so much.